Welcome back, everyone, to Visions of Mana. Last time, I still don't have my microphone fixed, and I ran in and fought things I really shouldn't have, and I attempted a lesser elemental ARE, and that was an even worse decision. But this time, we're going to explore a little bit more of the Lefeya Drifts, and then we will be heading on to the main story.
Useful?
But first, I kind of wanted to run off into this and to collect the little treasure chests that were hanging out over this way. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I decided to run off into this random direction and pick up the treasure chest.
What's this? Does someone live here?
I do see something glowing, but I don't sense anybody nearby.
Who cares about that? The parish is right there, and I'm turning into a popsicle.
You're right. We should head for the light instead.
So once somebody said something about there being a glowing light and wondering if somebody lived there, I was like, oh, you know what? Screw the main story. I'm going to go and check out this thing. This thing that I'm going to go check out is not something I am physically capable of doing yet. Both stats-wise and in the story-wise. This is a greater elemental ARE. Complete all the lesser elemental AREs to unlock harder trials of the same element. The magical forces within a greater elemental area are more potent than their lesser counterparts, enabling the use of elemental vessels with no cooldown period. Complete these challenges and you may acquire power from the elements like nothing you have experienced before. You can view the statuses of areas within the elemental exploration info menu on the map. Cool, right? I'm trying to just break in because I think I'm a genius instead of, you know, having the door be there. You know, breaking in would be a very bad decision on my end. Because considering how I couldn't get the lesser elemental ARE done and over with, I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea for me to attempt the greater elemental ARE. But I still tried to go the side way for whatever reason. But yeah, now I'm looking for stuff. I don't remember why I was running off in this direction. I think I was looking for more secrets. Yeah, I definitely was. And then I ran past the grizzly syrup that was right above my head. Just so I could run back and get it. I have the strangest priorities, man. Yeah, I start to run up this way, and I see the little secondary chest, and I see a little pockmark of stuff on the map. It makes it look like there's another elemental ARE over here. No, it's just this little disc that we're standing on that makes it look like there's an ARE here. But there's not, sadly. So then I fight these enemies, and then I move on to this little patch up here because I think there's another secret up here. And believe it or not, there actually is something up here. And it turns out that it's another lesser elemental ARE.
Time to show them just what I'm made of.
I can't do this yet, and this is the Luna one, so we need to get the moon vessel before we can go on and do that. And I am not nearly strong enough to attempt those yet anyway. So I ignore it for now, and I go for the grizzly honey, and I still can't get the honey because I don't either have like an air dash or something else. So, after exploring all of this, I decide to head off, after breaking these pots open, towards the main story again. Or I head for the save point. It's one of the two. It's probably the save point, knowing me. And once I see the chest on the map, I head straight for it. Because yes.
This is kind of
And then I believe I head for this thing to pick it up. Yeah, I do.
Take
The moon is beautiful. Oh, and there's a cairn.
that light's getting closer too. I think we're nearly there.
Yep, and then we head up
Yes.
onto this path onwards to the onto the parish.
This is where the light was coming from, right?
I think so, but... Daylight is fading. We should move.
I can't see that light from before anymore.
Was it a mirage? Or are those only in extreme heat?
No, it was real. I think. Let's head closer to the parish and check. Taking this.
So this is the moonlit parish at Terran.
After you.
Don't move. What business do you have in Etern?
Watch where you're pointing that thing.
If you value your lives, go no further.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just a fog.
Etern no longer benefits from its elemental's protection. Let this be a warning. Trespassing within could cost you your life. I am Morley, a swordsman from Etern. Its last, in fact.
Wait, but Etern...
You mean you're a survivor from the parish?
I see. You and the alms need to go through Etern in order to cross the valley and complete your pilgrimage. I understand your predicament, but as you saw, getting into Etern can be complicated. Let's get to higher ground with a better view of the moon.
The nerve of that guy. Are we sure we want to trust someone who throws swords at people?
I don't think he meant it personally. And he did save us in the end.
Weird place to make camp, though. Why is he here? Yes! Got some syrup!
So yeah, I decided to run around and pick up a random couple objects for a little bit. You know, just to get them.
Taking this?
And I asked if that castle back there is Hogwarts because it looks like it. Yeah, then I head over to talk to Morley. But first I try and get the item, but I get locked in the cutscene.
Not a bad tent you've got here.
If you're from a Terran, does that mean you still live in the area?
No. I simply return whenever I have the time. No one can camp out in the snowstorm indefinitely.
So how did you manage to get here without a bridge?
You can go through the parish, but only when it's a new moon. It's not common knowledge, but those of us who travel in the area keep track of the moon's phases.
Now that we're in on the secret, we can get through a Terran too.
And do you know when the next new moon is?
About 2 weeks from now.
Uh-oh. We can't wait that long.
There is one other time you can pass. During an eclipse. You can only enter the parish when the moon is hidden, during a new moon or an eclipse. It happens to be about time for another eclipse, actually. The moon is full now. Maybe to help guide the alms on their pilgrimage.
New moon, full moon, eclipse. Whatever's going on, it sounds like we're still stuck waiting around in this freezing cold.
If you're looking for something to do, I could use your help. looking for a sphere. A moon sphere, to be precise. It's an old Eternian legend. I know it's here in the Drifts somewhere. I'm certain of that much. If you would help me search, I'd be most grateful.
Searching for ancient moon treasure? Sounds good to me.
You have my thanks. Let's start toward the south end of Fallow Bridge, near the bottom of the drop-off.
Morley has joined your party. Morley, dexterous and nimble, is adept at dealing lightning-fast attack salvos. He is a powerful fighter skilled in a variety of techniques. If you manage to tap into his full potential, he can make for an exceptional damage dealer. If you perfect the timing of his katana swings, he can counter enemy attacks with powerful moves. So the funny thing, when I first recorded this, when it said lightning fast, I thought it was talking like actual lightning.
Has Morley been continuing his search all by himself this whole time?
Sounds lonely. If there's anything we can do to help him out, we should.
Do-gooders, the both of you. Though I am intrigued by the idea of treasure hunting.
Let's rest up.
Man, going back and through and rereading the footage,
plan our next move.
rewatching the footage, I just realized I never put a seed on Morley. I never once did. Even in the next couple episodes, I never did. Wow. I'm gonna have to do that when I next play it. We'll go back and start playing again. But yeah, I run off. That's the first time I've fallen off a cliff so far. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't believe I've ran off any cliffs. Besides just that one.
Grizzly!
Yeah, now we go do this. Dead bears! I yelled at the first time the screen came up too.
This place is huge. Where do we even start looking?
Over the years, I've narrowed it down to close to Fallow Bridge toward the south.
Oh, then it's back to the broken bridge we go.
Grizzly!
This is a lot of syrup. We should exchange it for other goods.
Oh, so here is where I discovered something great about Morley. So he does a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. However, he took one attack, and look at his health bar. The man has taken 2 attacks so far, and he's almost dead. He's a glass cannon. All he is good for is damage.
Taking a fight with us was foolish.
At least in his like base state without any of the other things. We don't know about that yet.
Did this area have a lot of greenery back in the day?
Of course. Though we had our fair share of bitter winter months. But flowers bloomed in the spring, and the air was thick with birdsong. If only travelers like yourselves could have seen it.
I think at this point I was looking around for a place I can jump up
Taking this?
again, just to scale the cliff for no reason.
Apologies for my show of force earlier. I realize that must have been startling.
You think? I mean, most people don't throw swords at folks they just met. Maybe start with a stop before resorting to violence.
I will take that into consideration.
Well, that's something at least. Baby steps.
It was at this point where I was like, I told myself I needed to go fight more things,
Save this one.
get more levels, because obviously Morley has the HP of a infant with brittle bones. So I was like, yeah, we should totally get some XP. And then I forget that I'm on XP. And then I know I want more XP. And then I keep doing this back and forth all the time. You know, as most RPG players do.
What exactly is the moon sphere? I've never heard of it personally.
All I know for sure is that it's connected to the elemental spirits. That's enough for me. After the parish was destroyed, the sphere went missing. I want to return it. The moon sphere should be near this area. Keep an eye out.
Sure thing. We'll leave no snowdrift unturned.
So funny thing, if you walk off the top of that snowdrift and you land right there, I'm pretty sure it just lets you, just
There's something strange about this
get
butterfly.
the moon thing.
Look, the sylphid boomerang is glowing.
What is that?
It's called an elemental vessel. This one contains wind spiritual energy.
Do you think the wind spirits could be reacting to the moon sphere? Down there.
Is that the moon sphere you needed?
It is. They say that the moon's elemental power is stored in this sphere. I suppose that's why the elemental vessel reacted.
I'm so glad you found it.
I've been searching for so long. It would have taken me forever to find this on my own. I am indebted to you for your kindness. We can rest back at my camp.
I love it. I love that theme. That
We found it. I can hardly believe it. Thank you for your help.
What was that? Did I hear Karina? We couldn't have done it without your amazing skills.
Glad we could assist. Though we should really go back to the camp.
Whoa! I almost forgot I was freezing in the excitement.
yeah, that theme that plays whenever the entire party's together and talking with the violins and everything is. I really enjoy that theme. It's great.
When push comes to shove, I don't
Yeah.
hold back.
So in that.
The moon sphere is pretty spherical, huh?
I wonder what it's used for. It must do something, or the elemental vessel wouldn't have reacted.
Maybe you throw it, like the sylphid boomerang.
You know, I think I'll hold on to the sphere for safekeeping.
So, right when they picked up the moon sphere, I said in the original recording of this, hey, that's probably the moon vessel, or something similar to that. And I opened my mouth, and I
They weren't
called
so
it.
tough.
I suppose we're stuck until the new moon or an eclipse then.
There's supposed to be a lunar eclipse soon. Now, when was it?
Oh, I hate sitting around waiting on celestial bodies to do their thing. My poor joints have never been so stiff in my life.
My tent is insulated against the cold, and there's a fire. Hold out until then.
I'll try. Can we hurry this convoy up?
Yeah, I called it being the moon vessel because they basically spell it out right there. And yeah, just lucky guesses, man.
Okay. A soul guard's resolve never
Yeah,
swings.
it was just really funny to me that it ended up that way. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Miracle cookie, or the mythic cookie. It'll be great.
Here, use this.
We're gonna be fighting
I
things.
haven't had company in these snowfields in so long.
You never asked anyone else to help you find the moon sphere?
This isn't the type of place you invite friends to. Well, I suppose I did invite you all, in a way.
We're happy to be here. We just want to make a difference. That's all. Easy.
Yeah, it was neat.
One left. Take this.
Go by. Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah. Cool, right? I can predict the future through sheer luck. It was funnier the first time it happened. And by that, I mean it was... got like a chuckle out of me.
There's the camp. Oh, fire, I love you.
We'll have a good view of the moon from that higher ground we passed. Let's hurry.
Oh, God. So, I spend an embarrassingly long time trying to get this jump to work out so I can go up and collect that item. And I sit here for a while and try and do it. And I didn't even have to try and do it this way. There is an entire backwards path that I could take to just do one simple jump and get it. But no, me and my stubborn face attempt to just break the game and get the item. I don't know why I did it this way. And then I walk into the door when I didn't mean to. Yeah, I jump up this ledge, and I eventually managed to get the item from jumping up this way. But as soon as I grab it, I look to my left, and there's a much, much easier path right there that I could have taken to go get the item. But I goof it up.
The moon looks beautiful tonight. Hard to imagine that there's a raging snowstorm nearby. This blizzard roars throughout Lefeya like the moon lamenting the loss of her Om. The moon is so bright tonight, it looks like it's come to tell us something.
Hey!
What is going on?
It's here! The time of Moonlight's reversion!
Oh, you don't run off now.
Whee!
Morley, I swear that child.
Mother.
Hey, what's all this? I thought the moonlight was playing tricks on us at first, but
The people of Etern have come back.
Morley, what's happening here? Hey, wait! We should go too.
Morley has left the party.
hey, Morley, way to leave us behind.
My apologies. I wasn't thinking clearly.
So, we've got a tiny Morley running around a restored parish, but still no clue what's going on.
That's because next time on Visions of Mana, we'll be going out to finish whatever this is.